today I'm going to be going over gear for the beginning hunter. Let's talk about weapons. So for me, I'm a bow hunter. It's important to do your research because you want to choose a weapon that's going to allow you to take animals the most efficient way possible. So whether that be a bow, a shotgun, or a rifle, whichever option you choose is going to change pretty much some of the equipment that you need with that. You want to think about the fact that if you get into archery, it is going to be more expensive than going and grabbing a shotgun or a rifle and buying ammunition. Archery will require you to get a release, broadheads, and several other things on top of that. So those are some things that you want to think about when getting into hunting. If you want to start archery, it's a great idea to go look at bows. Not bows that are the most expensive, but ones that you can shoot the best. You want to be efficient with your equipment. And if I were to get one weapon and have to shoot with it, one thing that you could use for all game, small game, big game, anything across the board, birds, it probably would be a shotgun. That's a great choice for a beginning hunter because you can hunt anything with it from deer to bear to doves or any other rabbits or small game animals. A shotgun and buckshot for big game is a great choice, and also a shotgun paired with some bird shot for smaller game is a good choice as well. An essential part of hunting to consider is the method at which you take the animals. So by that, I mean whether you're going to be elevated hunting from a tree stand or if you're going to be hunting from the ground. If you're going to be choosing to hunt from an elevated position, a great option, in my opinion, is going to be a climbing tree stand. This is one by XOP, and you can see it comes in two parts. So you're going to have your footrest there, all right, and that's going to be the bottom, and you have your seat attached to it. So you can see that's two pieces right there, and this tree stand is light. I think that one comes in at 17 pounds. It has book bag straps, so you can literally take it in and out of any hunting land that you choose to hunt from, whether that be public land or private land. So it's a great choice, especially for beginning hunters, because it will allow you to hunt any location where there's any timber or any trees. So it's really convenient. It's light to pack in and out. The one from XOP is anyways. So that's a great choice for beginning hunters. The most important piece of any kind of tree stand kit, whether you choose a climber or a hang-on stand, is going to be safety. This is a safety harness. You can see there's a big carabiner on there. A harness is important because when you get up, even anything past 6 feet, falling and breaking something from that height is not really that hard. And especially when you're climbing up to like 12 and 15 feet, wherever you choose to hunt from. Staying attached to the tree is going to be extremely important. So you definitely want to get a good safety system, a good harness. And most companies now will send you, especially XOP, that's kind of what I like about them, they send you the safety harness with your tree stand. So another essential piece in a climbing kit is going to be a tree belt or any kind of tree strap. This one is almost like a tension belt. So when it gets on the tree, you set it at the desired diameter. So that's why this one's good, because if your tree's small, you can set it up on a small tree, or if it's a bigger tree, you can kind of let it out and you just hook your carabiner to that. And if you were to fall, the tension stops you from going anywhere. So this is a great option too. They make several other things that are actually good options for climbing. So do your research, see which one fits your hunting style the best, so whatever tree stand you're using, and choose one of those. But whatever you do, make sure you have a climbing harness. So diving into clothing now. You don't have to shop at a hunting website per se to get clothes that you can hunt in. Merino wool, I found this at REI online. It was on sale, which was great because at most price points, and especially merino wool of this quality, 100% merino wool would probably cost you around $70 to $100 or more per shirt. But base layers are important. So for merino wool, this is my choice. It feels great next to my skin. Synthetics kind of irritate my skin sometimes, so merino wool is a great choice. I have more merino wool long boxers or long underwear, and I wear these pretty much year round. These, especially in the south and southeast states, are important to me. Underneath a layer of pants, I normally spray permethrin on these, and they can keep ticks off of your legs. Tuck them into your socks. Even if they're a little bit warmer than you would be if you just wore pants, they definitely keep the ticks from getting on your legs. So two essential pieces that you could probably wear year round are merino wool tops and bottoms. Another option for a base layer would be a synthetic, and This most of the time is going to be made out of polyester or some nylon mix. These are good, but comparing the two, and this is also an important subject, if you're going to be planning extended hunts when you're hunting for more than just 1 or 2 days, the difference in between the two is going to be pretty huge. Polyester does wick fast. You'll feel the sweat come out of your shirt, so you cool pretty fast. But with any kind of wool, whether that be lamb's wool, any kind of bison wool, it is going to keep you cool, but not as cool as polyester. But on the flip side of that, it will smell way better for a lot longer. So if you're going to be in the woods wearing the same clothing for 2 days or more, I would recommend going to merino wool or any kind of lamb's wool because it will smell a lot better. And we all know that scent control is a huge part of being able to play the wind and also being able to hunt without animals smelling your scent. One of my staple pieces, if I'm going to be sitting in a stand for 12 hours or an extended period of time during the rut, or any kind of hunt where I'm waiting on a target buck or maybe any kind of animal that I've been watching a long time, I want to sit there and wait on it, it's going to be these pants. These are wool pants on the outer shell, and they have lining that's going to be warm on the inner shell. I think that's Gore-Tex on the inside of those. These you can sit in all day. These are made by LL Bean at a pretty good price point. But these are going to come in at like $150. These are going to be for all my cold weather guys. If you're a beginner hunter, the thing you do not want to do is to get outside in extremely cold weather and be underdressed and put yourself in a bad situation, or run yourself out of the stand in like an hour or two because you're freezing cold. So dress for the weather, find good gear. Most of the times I would recommend, shopping the sales, but this is one of those situations, especially if you're going to be in more extreme conditions, where clothing really does play a huge part. Now we'll cover footwear. So one boot that I pretty much can wear year round is going to be a rubber boot. This is made by Lacrosse. It's the Lacrosse Agility. A key note about location is in the South, especially when you're talking about, I guess this is a broad spectrum, but any place that's going to be extremely hot, something that comes with that is going to be reptiles and snakes specifically. I'm pretty much in a rubber boot most of the beginning of bow season, and even all the way up into early fall when snake movement is still pretty high. Also, they're going to be pretty much smell resistant. Rubber doesn't hold smell as much as cloth does, so when you talk about leather or any other nubuck, any other material in comparison to rubber, it's going to hold smell a lot more than rubber will. These, you can take rubber boots and you can spray cover scent on these and rub them in some dirt and the smell will be gone. As it gets colder, I do wear boots with insulation. Rubber boots, if you wear the right socks, they still are pretty warm. You can also put a sock on the outside of the boot. Another topic, another conversation. But second pair of boots is made by Merrell, and these boots have insulation inside. These are going to be pretty warm. They still come up pretty high, so you do have that ankle protection, and they are pretty warm. These have 200 grams of insulation here, and this is built more like a hiking boot with a Vibram sole, so you can still wear these. They're really functional. They're actually really quiet, so a great choice for fall through the end of winter time. If you don't want to pay the higher price point of a specialized boot that would probably just be used for hunting, hiking boots are great choices. As you can see, this is a hiking shoe, and I hunt in this a lot. So the thing that I like about this is it's a lower cut, and it's pretty warm. It's going to be waterproof, so in the wintertime, that's great. If you wear warm socks with this, it'll keep your feet dry, and on top of that, you can stalk or you can walk, and it will be a lot quieter than a boot that's going to be a lot taller. You'll have less material that's going to hit less brush, so hiking boots are also a great option. So if you have those, you're in the game, you can hunt with these. So to close this out, we're going to go over some small pieces here. Now these are just a few pieces out of all the miscellaneous tools that you'll probably find useful to yourself in the field. These are just some that I can think of that would help you to start your hunting journey. So diving into some more pieces now, maybe a limb saw. So make sure I have any wood pieces in there. This you actually use to help yourself set up on the ground or set up in a tree stand. You can cut small limbs with that. If you need to cut any shooting lanes, you can do that to prepare for the hunt. And also, if you need to cut any limbs as you're using your tree stand to climb up the tree, this is great for that. Another piece that's extremely essential is going to be a headlight. So this one is made by Coast. You can get these for a great price. More times than not, if the headlight is made by a better company, It's going to be really good. And if you just want to buy one and done, make sure you go and you research these headlights to figure out which one's going to be the best quality and the best functioning headlight. Go grab that one, and you probably won't need one for another 5 years. So headlight's important. Also, with that, something for me, especially being a bow hunter, an essential piece that I've pretty much always used is a rangefinder made by Bushnell. I think I got this one for like $75. But this one, you can quickly range your animal. You can set it on a bow hunting setting so it can factor in steep angles and all of that. So a rangefinder and also some binoculars so you can see animals from a distance will be great ideas and great things to keep in your pack. So on to the next thing now. And this is completely up to choice. For me, just because I kind of like the surprise of setting up a stand in a location that I haven't been before and that I don't know anything about. This is not something I use too often, but as a first-time hunter and a beginning hunter, it can tell you a lot about animal behavior, what animals are in the area, and also if the area is worth hunting. Other than that, I'd really hone in on your tracking skills, and I would also research the animals to know what signs they leave and what times and locations they frequent. So this is a game camera here. Earlier on, it did help me to identify animal movement. I was watching movement patterns of beavers, of deer, maybe the occasional fox that would roll through. It was just neat for me to compile data and information on all kinds of different animals. So that's cool, not just to use to kill animals, but to watch them and to understand the woods and the animals a little bit better. Just a couple different items here. This is going to be a bow hanger. If you have a gun, you'll need a different system to hang your gun out of your tree stand so you don't have to keep it in your hands the entire time. You can screw this into the tree, and then from there you can hang your bow on it. This is a fanny pack. These are extremely useful. You can carry your gear in that, or maybe any tree stand snacks if you're sitting for a long time. Last thing we got here, it's going to be a portable battery charger. If you ever get lost in the woods, or if you're ever camping, hiking, or hunting for an extended period of time, charge this thing up before you leave and bring a phone charger with you, and it'll keep your phone charged for an unlimited amount of time. I think this thing lasts for like 3 or 4 days. Alright, so talking about knives now. These are important for before the kill, after the kill, at your campsite, anything. So you want to get a good knife. This one is made by Kershaw, and this knife is made out of D2 steel. I use this one as an example because it's not a crazy expensive knife. I think this one may have been $50, but this is one that you'll be able to use for years. It's actually a good self-defense knife. So for this one, I can use it for anything. I think it has a 6-inch or 7-inch blade on it. This one, most of the time I'm using it to clean animals. After you kill a deer or any other kind of animal, you're gonna have to take the guts out, and this is a great thing to do that with. This is my second knife that I use most of the time. This knife is made by Western Knives, which I don't even think they're a company anymore. But you can find knives pretty similar to this one. This one I can do anything from any kind of camp work with. I can pretty much carry it every day because it's a smaller profile knife. I can clean fish with this one as well as clean animals, and I actually like a smaller knife better to even clean bigger game animals because it's a little bit easier to get the cuts of meat off without completely, hacking away at the meat. These are just the items that I could think of that helped me a lot as a beginner hunter when I first started, and I had to learn the hard way. So I just want to help anyone who wants to begin their hunting journey to do that the easiest way possible. Choose a weapon that you can efficiently shoot, choose clothes that will keep you warm in the woods, and choose items that help you to hunt a little bit more comfortably when you get in the woods and that allow you to take animals more efficiently. I'm always switching items in and out of my gear bag, whether that be me finding a friend that's hunting that has used a piece of equipment that works better for him. I'm always up for trying new things, and I'm always doing my own research to figure out what works for me. I hope this information can help you to get in the woods and to be a successful hunter, a hunter that not only cares about taking animals, but one that cares about conservation and taking care of the animals that God blessed us to be able to hunt. I hope that this video has helped you to be able to establish a solid beginning gear bag, and I hope that it serves you well for a few years to come.